uses their tails to swim through the layers of cervical mucus that guard the entrance to the uterus. After day 14, the egg will be released. An egg arrives at a specific portion of the tube called umbilical isthmic junction. It rests for another 30 hours for fertilization occurs in this period of tube. Once the sperm has entered the uterus, contraction propel the sperm upward to the fallopian tubes to meet the waiting egg sperm. Now attach the sperm nucleus where the chromosomes are stored. Enter the egg cell looking for the egg nucleus. Egg combines genetic with the sperm to create a full set of chromosomal DNA. The combined sperm and egg is called a zygote, and it divides rapidly in the days following fertilization. The zygote then travels down the fallopian tube to the uterus. After fertilization, the zygote continues to divide and morph into blastocyst ball. The blastocyst hatches out of its shell and burrow into the uterine wall endometrium, which serves the source of oxygen and nutrients. About 4 weeks from the beginning of the last period, at week 5, brain and spinal cord are beginning to form and tiny heart will start to beat. Nose, mouth, and ears are starting to shape at week 6. At week 7 and 8, the embryo has doubled in size. Little hands and feet starts to grow. At week 9 and 12, a pregnancy embryo is called a fetus. Baby is almost fully formed and has completed the most critical portion. The facial features are more recognizable. The fetus head is rotated bent towards the chest and occasionally touch his face. The diaphragm muscle starts to grow. If the baby is girl, her ovaries contains millions of eggs. If the baby is boy, his testicles will already start producing testosterone. She or he is about 5 cm in size and 14 grams in weight. And she or he is growing and maturing until ready to birth.
Infancy spanned from birth to 2 years old. Infancy is a crucial phase in a child's life. During this time, they are developing important gross motor skills. There are use of large muscle and fine motor skill, use of small muscle. Their balance, walking, writing, or drawing will develop rapidly. During the first year of life, infants are constantly carried by their parents or placed on their laps because they are unable to sit or stand. Additionally, infants' language has also begun to develop. There are 2 different language types. The first is hollow phrase, which uses one word, for example, by or ma. And the second is telegraphic speech, which uses 2 words or 2 to 3 words.
Early childhood, in these years, they learn a lot and they learn fast. Kids' brain is growing and their neurons are at full steam building new connections to make sense of the world around them. Scientists have discovered that in this year, their brain is shaped by experience and the environment they grow up in. As children grow into early childhood, their world will begin to open up and want to explore and ask about the things around them even more. This is why early childhood is so important. It is the perfect time to build today what they will become tomorrow.
Middle and late childhood. Middle and late childhood spans the ages between early childhood and adolescence, approximately ages 6 to 12. These are the elementary school years. It is the stage where children are formally exposed to the larger world and its culture. The fundamental skills that can be seen at these ages are reading, writing, and arithmetic. which they have mastered. Children also gain greater control over the movements of their bodies, mastering many gross and fine motor skills that eluded the younger child. The skills of late childhood can be categorized roughly into four major groups. The first is self-help skills. The child can be independent on himself or herself or by other means take care of himself alone. The second is social help skills. The child can help other people here. Third are school skills. The child can write and read. And lastly, play skills. The child can stop playing. Middle and late childhood is a stage where children move into expanding roles and environments. Children begin to spend more time away from their family and spend more time in school and other activities. As they experience more of the world around them, children begin to develop their own identity.
Adolescence is a unique stage of human development where transition from childhood to adulthood and an important time for laying the foundation of good health, experience rapid physical changes, cognitive and psychosocial growth. These transitions carry new risks but also present opportunities to positively influence the immediate and future health of young people.
In early adulthood, an individual is concerned with developing the ability to share intimacy, seeking to form relationship and find intimate love. Long-term relationships are formed and often marriage and children result. The young adult is also faced with career decisions.
Middle adulthood. For those in middle adulthood, aging is inevitable. By age 60, visible signs are apparent such as gray and thinning hair, wrinkles, the need for reading and bifocal eyeglasses, and some hearing loss. Internally, changes are taking place as well with some decline in the major organs, including the lungs, heart, and digestive system. Additionally, women undergo menopause, sometime between the ages of 42 and 51. Developmentalists also study individuals' vitality or joy of living during the middle adult years, as they have found high correlation between positive and upbeat attitudes and physical and mental health. These researchers have found that negativity caused by stress or condition such as depression or anxiety can even eventually lead to chronic physical condition in otherwise healthy bodies.
Late adulthood. In late adulthood, it is common for certain social needs to increase with greater practical support required to manage the demands of everyday life due to decreased physical and cognitive capacity and greater emotional support required to cope with bereavement, yet relative to their younger counterparts. Older adults are at heightened risk of social isolation, have fewer social ties, are more likely to be living alone, and engage in fewer social activities. It is this disparity between other adults, increased social dependence on others, and their reduced access to social resources that makes them particularly vulnerable to social frailty. Adults in this age period are likely to be living alone independently, but often experience physical impairments since chronic disease increase after age 75.